Peace, peace. I want to talk a little bit about antibiotics because a lot of people that tell me that they need a natural method to fix the infectious problem because antibiotics not work for them. So make we talk a little bit about why antibiotics no seem to work and make I see how much I want to catch up and pay attention till the end of this video. Now, antibiotics is based on the premise that bacteria they cause the problem. Yes or no? Yes, okay, good. So bacteria that cause the infection according to the ones where they prescribe the antibiotics. Now, make we look on that again, right? Are you sure that bacteria that cause the problem? You ever ask yourself if that are really the problem? Come make we look on it again. We could all admit that everywhere we look, the food, the sky, the soil, the animals, everything already have toxicities. Yes or no? Good. So we could agree that they got toxins all over the place, and we could agree that we now live in a toxic world where our body don't get toxic. And now when we look at infection, we seem to forget that the toxicities exist, and we then seem to shift the blame into another area where the bacteria, mold, fungus, parasites, worms, whatever. Make we look at it again, right? Now, when you look at bacteria, what about you don't see bacteria other than when they claim that any infection? Well, if you look at, let's go say one piece of bread, right? One bread after you left it outside after, I don't know, maybe a few weeks, you start to see mold growth, right? A green mold, white mold, that bacteria, that fungus. Why did it? Because it broke down the thing, it broke down the bread. Now, make a look at a piece of tree, right? Let's say you have a living piece of tree. You never see mold to grow up on a living piece of tree unless that tree is dead. Now, if you cut off a piece of tree, let's say a limb or something, or you cut a tree down, and you make that rot in the woods, and once it starts to rot, meaning once it's dead, where want to eat it? Where they broke it down? Bacteria, mold, fungus, correct? You even say mushrooms come out of it. That's because in nature, in the natural world, bacteria, mold, and fungus then play a very important role, which is to take dead things and recycle it. That's what we call decomposition, to decompose things. So whenever dead things present itself in this world, nature, meaning the universal divine creator of this world, don't take care of that for we. He put, or she, whatever you want to call the universal creator, he think about this already, and he say put bacteria, mold, fungus to make them be nature's cleanup crew. Bacteria, mold, and fungus not only eat dead things where they rot, but also toxicities, toxins, poisons that have their role to take their things and break it down into usable material, especially in the soil. Now, if you put toxicities or toxic influences in your body, then the toxic influences will start to do what in your body? They will start to harm your body, right? They will start to degrade your body. They will start to affect negatively. Meaning, you probably broke down your tissues, start to kill your cells, change the pH. You will start to see things start to dead inside of you. And because of the toxic influences where they kill your inner bacteria, the dead things that are when bacteria will present itself, mold, fungus will present itself, because they are there to help in the decomposing process. Meaning, if we not have bacteria, mold, and fungus in our body, all the things where they're dead, all the cells where they're dead, the tissue, the fibers, all of the thing, the food we eat, all of the things where they're dead in there, where they rot in there, it just stay there. Nothing broke it down. But because the universal creator don't take care of that, don't think about that, we don't need to worry about that. But we got this idea that bacteria are the problem. And this is the way I want to ask you to question it. Question it. You sure bacteria are the cause of the infection? It can't be the toxic influence. Toxicities cannot infect the body. Think about it. Look for a piece of land, a nice, beautiful garden. You could say that a healthy piece of land. And then look for one dump site where people dash all and then trash from the town or the village. That piece of trash, that piece of dump site, that's what you call an infected area, an infected piece of land. And all of the things that broke down, it rot. And who or what they broke it down? Nature. Jankro, they eat it. Worm, they eat it. Rat, roaches. But at the end of the day, the last piece, bacteria, mold, and fungus, they help break that down. And you know how much toxicities they in at that dump site? The toxicities right there want get broken down by what? Bacteria, mold, and fungus. So if you got toxicities in you where they infect you, bacteria, mold, and fungus are not the cause of the problem, then are the response of the problem. That when they got fire, and you see fireman, the fireman is there because that's the response of fire. Fireman, they respond to a problem that is his job. You don't want to blame the fireman just because he did there. You don't blame the bacteria just because the bacteria did there. So what you could do when it comes to infection, you say, okay, I don't think that the bacteria. I more think that the toxic influences where they harm my inner biology and they kill me slowly, and bacteria they try to help me out. So what I want to do is best thing, instead of antibiotics and kill the bacteria, because then I know the problem, what if I just use herbs or I do some type of cleanse to take out then the trash, clean out the body from the toxicity, clean out the body from the toxic influence, the garbage, the waste, the pollution, the contamination, cleaning out of your body. Once you clean that out, everything where they eat it, they feed off of it, also they come out. So this is a better solution. This is a natural solution. And I hope this information right here, this message get through to someone. Again, this is just an opinion and this is a perspective from one holistic point of view, from the new biology science, not the old science. Then that science will blame bacteria for the problem. We look on it with new eyes. Right? Anyway, hopefully this helped. Thanks again for watching. Peace.